Hello, everyone. Welcome to Psychotherapy and Treatment Planning. This is CORH 630. I am Dr. Taylor, your instructor for the class. I am here to walk you through your Blackboard site so that you can know what's expected of you throughout this semester. And so now we're going to go straight to our welcome message. Welcome to class, everybody. And it just gives you the catalog description of what should occur while you're in the class. You can read that at your leisure. The next link is the announcement link. In here, you will find announcements. The new announcements that I create will appear above the line this semester. The other announcements that's below the line are announcements that still pertain to the class. So I did not delete these announcements. Please read through the announcements when you have the opportunity to do so. The next link shows you the syllabus, which is logged right into the Blackboard site. You can make a copy of it if you need to do so. Moving back up so that you can see the links that I'm talking about. My faculty information is the next link. This tells you how to find me, when I'll be available on campus, when you can have an appointment with me. The appointments with me are actually something that requires an email so that I can set the appointment up at the time that you are available to speak with me. So I ask you for certain information so that we can have a conversation sometime during that day or at another appointment time. The course information folder gives you information about technical assistance. This is your computer, Blackboard, technical assistance. It gives you the telephone number of who to call to gain assistance. I cannot repair Blackboard. The only thing I can do is direct you to who can assist you. And so the telephone number is there. Also, some of the work in this class may require that you use a scanner. We have scanners on campus in the science building, 122, and it's open from 9 until 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. So if you need a scanner, that's available for you. The next is disability support. If you have any type of disability, have medical documentation, please take it to room 223. The telephone number is listed so that you can get the accommodations that you may need. The attendance policy is the policy of the university. If you miss 3 unexcused classes, then you automatically receive a C, no matter how much work you do in the classroom. So make sure that all of your absences are excused absences. Faculty emergency, illness, if something is to go wrong with me and I can't make it to class, I will send out a Blackboard notification. Always check for Blackboard notifications before you travel to class. I don't want to waste your time. Class will still go on. However, we will do the work on Blackboard. I'll give you instructions as to what to do. The Advisor's Corner is for students who are in the addiction counseling program, and what they need to do in order to reach their milestones. So the application for advancement to degree candidacy is here. Comprehensive examination application is available on Blackboard, along with the study guide to take the comprehensive examination. When you reach 12 to 18 credit hours, please contact the advisor that's assigned to you and bring the paperwork for the candidacy application first. You can actually complete both applications at the same time, but don't date it, because if you complete the candidacy application, that needs to go to the dean's office and be approved first, and then your application for the comprehensive examination is the next thing that would need to be approved. So you can really submit both of them at the same time. So that does it for your course information. The next link is your Start Here link. Start Here contains your learning modules for everything that we will do for the time that we are together this semester. So please pay attention to your learning plan. It will tell you what you need to do. Course documents. The course documents are documents that are particular to this class. So you have your PowerPoint presentations. You have your stand case final project. So the PowerPoint presentations are based on your chapter. The stand case final project is due the last day of class. When you open up the folder, you will have your instructions that's available and all the forms that you need to complete to put into your final project packet. And of course, this is one electronic file. If you cannot send it in one electronic file, it's acceptable to send it in 2 electronic files. But please make sure that you complete all of the forms. And when you place the forms in the file, here's the file order. If it's not in the file order that it needs to be in, I will reject it. Okay? And ask you to please put it in the order that it needs to be. We are trying to reach accreditation, and because of this reason, I have to be very particular about how you set your work up and submit it to me. Okay, so we are now looking at your actual assignments. Sorry for the background noise. And your assignments are here. What you see is your vocabulary quiz and when it will be due, your vocabulary quiz 2 and when it will be due, your examination 1, chapters 4 through 9, and then your final examination. So you have 2 quizzes and 2 examinations for the class. The next thing, and let me scroll down so you can see all of the assignments that are here and give you the instructions, and the instructions are highlighted as to where to put the assignments in the depository. Now let me show you the depository. This is your assignment depository, and it's telling you what week. So this is week 1. Part 1 of the assignment goes here, and then you see another week 1. I'm sorry, this is part 2 of the assignment, and then part 1 of the assignment goes here, and continue to scroll to make sure that you have all of the information that you are supposed to do in a week uploaded into the depository. Now you asked the question, and if you didn't, I'm going to tell you that basically You just click on the link. You click Create Journal Entry. You title it Week 1. After you create a Word document, then you cut and paste the information into the box. Then you will click on Post Entry and it will submit it to me. Now, I'm asking you to create a Word document first because if something goes on with your computer and it's shut down, you will lose the information if you type it directly into Blackboard, into this box. So as a precaution, so that you don't have to do work over and over again, please do the Word document, because if something goes on with the computer, then you can at least reload the file. So that's how the assignment depository works. Treatment activities we will talk about in the classroom. Blogs. Oops, I clicked the wrong thing. Blogs are just information that pertains to each chapter. You don't have to do anything with the blogs other than to read the blogs. Discussions. You have several discussions for 8 weeks to do, where you respond to one of your peers. So you place your first response, you receive 50 points. Your second response is to the peer and you receive another 50 points. And that is your 100 points for the assignment. Now you have 8, so that means you're only going to be working half of the semester on discussions. And I want you to see exactly what these discussions look like. So you have the counseling models, chapter 1, ethics, part 1 and part 2. Then it becomes you as the person's therapist. Everybody have the same client in the classroom, and his name is Stan. But the perspectives that people take in working with Stan is going to be different, because that's the way it is in the field. I can have a particular client and another therapist can pick up on that client and work with that client differently. So, although you all have the same client, and his name is Stan once again, you will have different perspectives. So the discussion board gives you a feel as to how you should work with the client using a particular theoretical perspective. So it's you as the psychotherapist 1 week, then you as Stan's Adlerian therapist. Now this is all based on therapy and therapeutic approaches. And so we will talk about that a little more when we get to those particular chapters, which begin chapter 4 in your book. And now let's see. So you understand discussions. The YouTube files, I don't know why, but I keep jumping past it. I think it's because it's after midnight and I am sleepy. Okay, but anyway, let's get back to it so we can get it over with. Now, as far as the YouTube files are very similar to your textbook. So say, for example, you have a week and you do not get the opportunity to read the chapter. Listening to the video presentation will allow you to understand what's in the chapter. Now, the outlines is indicative of what is in the video presentation and what's in your textbook. Now, it's broken down into 4 sections: the goal of therapy, the therapeutic relationship between the therapist and the client, and then also techniques of therapy and key concepts of therapy. What I want you to really focus your attention on is therapeutic relationship with the client, and the techniques of therapy. The other information is general information, but what is key to this particular class is section 2 and section 3. Why? Because this is your treatment strategy class. This is where you learn the particular strategies that you will use when you're working with clients. Sorry, I stuttered there for a few minutes. But we're okay. We know exactly where we're going. Now, the quizzes and the exams, I've explained to you. You don't see anything here because it's not time to load it up yet. But they are within the assessment database and tests. And then I just load it onto the computer. So I'll be doing that probably in the next couple of days. Now, the web links is where you find additional information, okay? You don't have to do anything with this information but to read it. And as you scroll through, then you will notice that you have personality theories that you may remember and you may have forgotten some. You have suicide prevention information, your DSM-5 fact sheets, because you do have a DSM-5 assignment to do. You have some screening tools. You have associations and institutes that are particular to mental health. You have mental health medication, the emergency room petition process, and the actual form that you complete when you do the emergency petition. And we will talk about that more in the classroom. Okay, so technology orientation is the last link, that you can look at, and that is for people who are not technology savvy. But if you're technology savvy enough to get through Blackboard, then you will be just fine. Now, for people who missed the first class, I am going to take you to, assignments. So, by the time we meet tomorrow, you will be in week 2. So week 1's assignment was based on doing your psychosocial assessment. It's a downloaded checkoff form. And then to answer these questions in part 1. Now the chapter activity is based on 3 concepts that you learn from your textbook that will make you a better counselor or therapist. You can choose any 3 concepts that you feel as though it's helpful to your growth and your development. Now, part 2 is for you to open a computerized file so that you can begin to work towards your final project. We start from day 1 working towards the final project. Now, what should be in the file for week 1 is the biopsychosocial form is what needs to be there, okay? Now, I want you to pay particular attention to the highlighted areas because it's telling you, place this part of the assignment under assignment 1, part 1, in the assignment depository. So you know where that is now. And so follow the instructions. That's very important because when it's grading time, I need to see that you have done the work. Not only that, if you don't put it in the right place, then it will be a 0 for the work, and you very well could have done it. Now, I'm not going to search the assignment depository looking for your work. If you misplace it, re-upload it, okay? That's all you have to do. If you put it in assignment 2 by mistake, and it's supposed to be in assignment 1, just re-upload it into assignment 1. And once you do that, then guess what? I'll see the most recent one that you uploaded. I'll see two, but I will look at the most recent one. And that will tell me that you have uploaded the assignment. And then it goes to a certain section of Blackboard that's for instructors, and it'll tell me that it needs to be graded. So that's how that works. And you just scroll down. So now, if you're just coming to class, you have week 1 and week 2 work to do by Sunday. All work, all assignments, unless it's some type of an exam or something, is due by 11:59 p.m. on Sunday. So you actually have from Tuesday until Sunday to get your work done. Now, I am not going to grade the work until Tuesday. My grading days are Tuesday and Wednesday. And I'm not going to look for the work on Monday. So if you're late every now and then for, submitting the assignment, something could happen in the family and you're a little late, I'm not going to pay attention to the fact that you uploaded it on Monday. I'm not going to do that. I'm not that particular. But by Tuesday, I become very particular because I'm ready to do my work and I'm ready to grade because I grade every week. Okay? I don't like work to pile up. I like to go ahead and do it and get it out of the way. That's me. That's my personal thing. Okay? So that will take you to what you need to do in order to get started. And I want to thank you for your time. And as you can hear from my voice, I'm tired. I've been doing projects all day. And so now it's time to get some rest so I can get myself ready for tomorrow. So you have a blessed evening, everybody.